Hello, everyone. In this episode, I will discuss Chuci, the lyrics of Chu, which is a type of poetry that flourished in the Chu region during the Warring States period. In the first part, I will provide a general introduction to Chuci. In the second and the third parts, I will discuss Li Sao, or On Encountering Trouble, which is the most representative piece of this genre. The poems in this genre were first collected in an anthology entitled Chuci Zhangju, commentary edition of Chuci, edited by Wang Yi of the Han Dynasty. It contains nearly 60 poems, which can be divided into two groups. The first group is the earlier poems written and compiled according to Wang Yi and other Chinese scholars by Yuan, a statesman and nobleman of the Chu state. Now, it should be noted here that there is a great deal of controversy regarding the authorship of these works. The second group consists of those written by later poets, including Wang Yi himself, in imitation of the earlier works. The most significant poem in this anthology is Li Sao, or On Encountering Trouble, presumably composed by Yuan. It represents the crowning achievement of the genre. Sao, the second character of its title, is often used to refer to the entire Chuci repertoire. As a product of the Chu culture in the South, Chuci demonstrates considerable differences from the Shijing or the Book of Poetry, both in content and in form. In content, the influence of shamanism is most remarkable, as many of the earlier poems in this group, especially the 九歌 or 9 songs, apparently portray shamanistic rituals and performances. This is even evident in many passages of the Li Sao, or On Encountering Trouble, a long narrative poem with a discernible and unprecedented autobiographical framework and a voice. In form, Chuci adopts a format that is marked by longer lines than those in the Shijing. In the Shijing, 4-character line is the predominant pattern. In Chuci, this has grown into 6 or 7 characters, marked by the particle word xi, which serves as a refrain either in the middle or at the end of a line. During the early Han Dynasty, there was a tremendous interest in Chuci, thanks to the dynasty's early rulers who came from the Chu region. Emperor Gaozu, the founding emperor of the Han, wrote his famous 大风歌, or the Song of Strong Wind, in the Chuci style. Emperor Wu, another powerful monarch of the dynasty, was also a practitioner of the genre. Several princes of the royal family were actively involved in studying, editing, and composing Chuci. Yuan, the prince of Huainan, for example, wrote the first commentary on Li Sao, or On Encountering Trouble. Critical views of Chuci vary since Han Dynasty. While most critics choose to emphasize its continuity with the Shijing tradition and praise Yuan for his steadfast loyalty to his state, there has been uneasiness about it as well. Ban Gu, the author of Han Shu, or the history of the Han Dynasty, accuses Yuan of being arrogant, self-flaunting, and using a poetic language that is filled with empty words. Liu Xie, the author of Wenxin Diaolong, the literary mind and the carving of dragons, arguably the greatest work of literary criticism ever written in China, listed several features of Li Sao that conform to and stray from the classics and characterize it as uncommon writing, 奇文. He also criticizes Qu Yuan's decision to commit suicide, and we will discuss this later, as narrow-minded. Throughout Chinese literary history, though, Chuci and its main figure, Qu Yuan, have proven to be an enduring presence and influence. As time passes, Qu Yuan became a national hero of China, and Shi and Sao, Shi Jing and Li Sao, or the Chuci writ large, together came to represent the very foundation of the Chinese poetic tradition. As I have indicated earlier, the 九歌 or 9 songs are generally believed to be songs performed at shamanistic rituals. There are, in fact, 11 songs in this group, and with the exception of 2, each of them is dedicated to a particular deity. They are thought to have been compiled and polished by Qu Yuan. The state of Chu, situated along the Yangtze River in the south, was known for its shamanistic practices. Ban Gu once observed that the people of Chu believe in the power of shamans and the spirits, and are much addicted to excessive religious rites. The Chinese character for shaman Wu originally refers to someone who allegedly could summon gods and spirits through dancing and singing. One of the essential qualities that shamans claimed to possess was the ability to communicate with these supernatural beings. To do so, as they claim, they often must leave their physical bodies to meet with them, either above in heaven or down on earth. Thus, journey or flight is a recurrent motif in the 9 songs, and to a lesser extent in Li Sao. The following poem, Xiang Jun, or the Lord of the Xiang River, is one of the most beautiful pieces in the group.
The Lord of the Xiang River. My Lord has not come. He is hesitant. Who is it that keeps him on the isle? A lovely lady with delicate beauty. I move quickly on my cassia boat. I order the Yuan and Xiang to calm their waves and command the great river to ease its flow. I look out for my Lord, but still he is not here. I play the reed pipes, but who is in my mind? I ride my flying dragon to journey to the north and steer my way toward Dongting Lake. My sail is decorated with fig leaves and melilot. Iris and orchid banners cover my flagpole. I gaze at the northern side of the 10, far away, and wafting my magic, I cross the great river. Wafting my magic, I still have not reached him. My women are upset and heave deep sighs. My tears run down like small streams. The thought of you makes me grieve. The cassia oars and the orchids sweep on my boat, chip and knock at the ice and snow. I pick fig leaves in the water and pluck lotuses from the treetops. Our hearts are different. All matchmaking is in vain. Our love is not deep. It is easy to break. A stream dashes through the stone shallows, and the flying dragon hovers above. Unfaithful relations caused long bitterness. He broke our date, telling me that he had no time. In the morning, I race along the riverside. By the evening, I halt my chariot at the north bank. Birds are roosting on the rooftops, and waters are circling around the hall. I throw my jade ring into the river and leave my pendant in the mouth of the Li. I pick lavenders in the fragrant isle and will give them to my women below. A lost moment cannot be regained. Let us now take our time and roam at ease.
There are many uncertainties and ambiguities in the 9 songs. In this poem, these uncertainties and ambiguities start from its title. Since the Chinese word Jun is ambivalent in its indication of gender, the poem may be read as addressing either a male or a female deity. Here I have adopted the opinion that this poem and its companion piece, The Lady of the Xiang River, Xiang Furen, form a dialogic exchange between the 2 deities of the Xiang River, which is the largest river in the Chu region. Being parts of a shamanistic ritual, they were spoken and performed respectively by a female in the Lord of the Xiang River and a male in the Lady of the Xiang River, shaman in search of one another. There are several important features in this poem that will be further developed by Yuan in his Li Sao. First of all, the central motif of the poem is a love quest. The quest is conducted in a particular shamanistic style. The protagonist rides on supernatural creatures, crisscrosses between heaven and earth, and commands the natural world to be at her service. The quest, however, fails in the end because her lord breaks his promise. This failure produces a profound melancholy that informs the entire verse. It also causes a temporary estrangement from her lover deity. But despite all the disappointment, she remains loyal to him in the end. As we shall see later, Yuan appropriated this motif in his Li Sao and made it into an allegory of his relationship with his ruler and state. Also noteworthy is the use of floral imagery in the poem. Here, beautiful flowers and plants are important components of a shamanistic ritual. They represent the sincerity, beauty, and the solemnity of a religious performance. In the hands of Yuan, however, this special style was given a moral dimension. It became a vital part of his symbolism in the Li Sao.
Let us thank Professor Wu for such a stimulating talk. I hope you enjoyed the talk. Let's relax and listen to a reading of the poems in Mandarin.
楚辞九歌湘君。君不行兮宜游，简谁流兮中州。美窈窕兮宜修，佩无城兮贵州。令原乡兮无波，始江水兮安流。望夫君兮未来，吹参差兮谁思。驾飞龙兮北征，瞻无道兮洞庭。霹雳伯兮惠愁，孙饶兮兰京。望岑阳兮吉浦，横大江兮杨陵。杨陵兮未及，女婵媛兮位于泰溪。 横流涕兮潺湲，引思君兮悱恻。桂棹兮兰意，濯冰兮积雪。采霹雳兮水中，千芙蓉兮木末。心不同兮梅劳，恩不甚兮清绝。时赖兮坚坚，飞龙兮翩翩。交不忠兮怨长，妻不信兮告余以不贤。朝乘雾兮将高，西米节兮北渚。鸟刺兮屋上，水舟兮塘下。涓于决兮江中，宜于沛兮离谱。采方舟兮杜若，将以慰兮下女。时不可兮再得，聊逍遥兮荣与。